Sabrina sighed and sipped her orange juice, her gaze fixed on the clock. It was a stunning Saturday morning, and the young half-witch had no plans for the day. "Hey, don't look so down," Aunt Zelda said cheerfully, appearing with a picnic basket. "Get a list ready. We're going on a picnic." Did someone say picnic? Salem, the former warlock, purred with excitement. "Count me in." "Awesome!" Sabrina exclaimed, jumping up to grab a pencil and paper. "We'll need apples, ham and cheese sandwiches, and tuna sandwiches for Salem. And don't forget ketchup and mustard." "Anchovies, too," Salem interjected. "Salem," Sabrina replied with a sigh. "Anything else?" "Oh, right, someone my age to join us." She whistled, and her broom flew out of the cupboard. Before Salem could protest, Sabrina hopped on and flew off to find Harvey. "Hey, Brina!" Harvey greeted her as she landed quietly in his backyard, where he was practicing his fastball. "What's up? How'd you like to join my aunts and me for a picnic?" Sabrina asked. "There's a park in Greendale?" Harvey looked puzzled. "Not in Greendale. In the neither world." "That sounds cool," Harvey said, tossing the ball in the air. "Bring your glove so you can help me with my fastball." With a flick of her finger, Harvey was magically seated beside Sabrina on the broom. They flew back to the Spellman residence, where Aunt Hilda and Zelda were finishing their packing. "How's the packing going?" Sabrina asked as Harvey caught his ball. "What's he doing here?" Zelda stared at Harvey. "Mortals aren't allowed in the neither world." "But Harvey has kept our secret," Sabrina argued. "It's not fair he has to be left out." "Kid," Zelda said with a smile, "after 600 years, you'll learn that rules apply to everyone. I don't think there's a loophole for you." "A loophole?" Salem grinned mischievously. "I might have an idea." As Hilda and Zelda carried the picnic supplies to the attic, where the doorway to the other realm was, Salem jumped onto the table to get their attention. "Hold on a moment, Sabrina. There's a loophole your aunts haven't considered." "What's that?" Sabrina asked, eyes bright with hope, as Salem pointed to a jack-o'-lantern-shaped jar on top of the fridge. "Of course." "Okay, spooky jar, I need a spell to turn Harvey into a witch." A ghostly spirit emerged from the jar and handed Sabrina a fortune cookie. She broke it open next to Harvey, and Salem could only hope that the Witches' Council would allow him to revert that way. "I think you should have used warlock instead of witch," Salem chuckled. "Well," Harvey said, his voice higher than usual, "what happened to my voice?" "Oh, Harvey, I'm sorry," Sabrina said. "Harriet seems like a better name," Salem remarked, as Harriet looked down at herself, unsure how to react to the transformation. "How do I look?" "Good enough to rival Gemstone," Sabrina teased, with a smirk. "That's a lot of competition," Harvey added. "The spell for giving mortal powers can only be cast once a day," Salem explained. "If you change him back, Harvey won't be able to visit the neither world." "Don't worry, Brina," Harvey reassured her. "It's just for the afternoon. Let's go." The three of them ascended to the attic, where Sabrina's aunts awaited beside the doorway to the neither world. The two 600-year-old teenagers were at a loss for words. "Sabrina, please tell me you didn't," Hilda said, eyeing Harriet. "Let's go." Opening the door, a supernatural wind whisked them away into a void filled with doors, no walls, just doors, each marked with a sign. They followed until they found one labeled park and stepped through. They began by eating sandwiches, and then Harriet suggested a game of ball. Harriet threw the ball, and Sabrina hit a grand slam over some trees and out of sight. "Oops, sorry Harriet." "No problem," Harriet replied as they ran to retrieve the ball. They soon found a group of pixies by a pond. "I think I know where it went." "Hey!" one pixie shouted. "Are you the ones who splashed us with your ball?" "My friend can't fly with her wings all wet." We're sorry, Pix, Harriet said. It was an accident. Yeah, right. Like I'm going to believe that, Pix retorted. It's true, Sabrina confirmed. We were just having a picnic. Picnic, huh? Pix said, waving her wand and conjuring a giant pair of ants. What's a picnic without ants? Sabrina quickly cast a spell to create a giant bug spray, and Harriet conjured a giant fly swatter. They started dealing with the ants, while the ants arrived and used their vacuum cleaners to suck up the pixies, allowing the bugs to be managed. Once the pixies surrendered, they joined the witches' picnic and the afternoon fun.